A routine docket call on paper, but in courtroom reality. This is the opening act of a legal funnel wherever yes, Your Honor slowly narrows the defendant's options. Watch how quickly formality turns into finality.
Court is calling 2024 CR 0362, State of Texas versus Nathan Bates. Could I have parties approach and announce for the record for the state?
Second for the state.
Defense.
Renee Munoz on behalf of Nathan Bates.
And are you Nathan Bates? Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Bates, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Sure.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, the state is proceeding on the lesser included assault bodily injury offense.
Any objection?
No objection from the defense.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, family violence? That's a Class A misdemeanor, range of...
Notice the rhythm here. Judges often move through discovery and waivers like checkboxes, but each "did you understand" is legally loaded in most plea colloquies. Misunderstanding later rarely holds up unless it was clearly not voluntary or informed. That's why this pacing matters more than it sounds.
Punishment is up to $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand? If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, is your client applying for deferred adjudication or no?
I believe it'll be straight probation, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Do you Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bates, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense. Punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. State is recommending community supervision. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be a mental health evaluation. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Elaborate?
All right, you wanted your attorney to explain it to you?
No.
He does not have children, Your Honor.
All right, but
Okay.
here's the thing. If you have children,
Here's the critical hinge point: affirmative finding of family violence. That phrase isn't just symbolic. It can follow a defendant into custody battles, firearm restrictions, and even employment background checks. The judge's warning about custody impact is not emotional, it's procedural foresight with long-term consequences.
all things being equal, I'm not your civil attorney, but if you were to have children and there were a custody issue, this affirmative finding of family violence moniker is not going to serve you well in a custody hearing. You understand? Knowing that, do you still wish to continue with this plea?
Yes.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Waiver of Appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
And counsel, that's your understanding of the plea bargain
That
agreement?
is correct, Your Honor.
And state, is that your understanding of the plea bargain
Yes,
agreement? All right, outside the agreement, the state is requesting 2 years community supervision, no harmful or injurious contact with Danny Ray Bates. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Fine.
To the offense as charged, how do you plead? I'm sorry, the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State offer states one and attachments.
No objection.
All right, state before you are excused. Did you speak with the complainant?
We have spoken with the complainant multiple times, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
If we may, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge. We respectfully request that you follow the plea bargain agreement. I know that a mental health evaluation was ordered. He has been recently evaluated by Center for Healthcare Services and had been maintaining appointments with them, Judge. So we ask respectfully if that could be done out of custody. We're also requesting the no harmful injuries contact. It's my understanding that the state has been in contact with the father and he's requesting the same. He is elderly and he does rely upon son and family for support as he's getting elderly, Judge. Doesn't have a lengthy criminal history, but I believe that he shows a lot of promise and that he can successfully comply with these terms, Judge.
All right, so who is taking care of his father?
He's taking care of himself, but as he gets older, he fears because of his family and my family, besides dying out.
Well, no, are there any other siblings? Are there any aunts or uncles?
No.
So you're saying in all of this world, it's just you and your father and there are no other relatives?
I have relatives. He doesn't. He's by himself. And he's been contacting the relatives I stay with, which if you check the mental place I've been going to, it's more chaotic where I'm at. And my dad's been contacting them and
He's been abiding by the no
I've been
contact
abiding
order, Your Honor. He's been staying with an aunt, so he's been respectful of the court's
with
bond conditions.
the family is, I'd say dysfunctional.
All right, here's the thing. I understand that, but here's my concern. This is not the first time that this has happened. From what I've read in the police report, it's the first time charges have been brought. So until you show me,
In my opinion, people cry wolf all the time on the phone call
oh, well, so the bruises on your father, those are just made up?
about me, on my self-defense case that I've been trying to prove.
So-
Okay,
so-
yeah, there's going to be no contact. Oh, yeah, I am. Let me just tell you right now, I am ordering no contact. If you have contact with your father, what's going to end up happening is a motion to revoke is going to be filed and you're looking at a year in the Bexar County Jail. That's where we are. So
This is sentencing design in real-time probation, mental health evaluation, reporting requirements, and behavioral restrictions all stacked like conditions in a legal contract of survival. One misstep, especially contact with the protected party, and this entire structure can collapse into jail time via motion to revoke.
there's going to be 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, suspended and probated for 2 years. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's going to be a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. Probation, we'll do the mental health evaluation out of custody because I realize it takes a long time to do that. There is going to be no contact with Danny Ray Bates. There's going to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. There's going to be anger management. And do the live domestic violence panel. Probation, is there anything else? Yes. We'll do regular random UAs. Is there anything else? Anything else you need from the court? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Off the record, here's the thing. Your father is elderly. Yes, people age and they need help sometimes, but I know that an elderly person would rather not be helped if they're going to end up getting hit on by their son. That's supposed to be your father. You're supposed to love him. If you don't love him, then cut him loose. If you think he was a horrible father growing up, cut him loose. But you do not fight with an elderly person, because guess what? Your age against an elderly person, the elderly person is going to lose. And it just should not be done. If you respect your father, as though you're telling me you do, then you shouldn't put your hands on him, period.
Military training beat mine.
Your Honor, if he's shown to do well.
Oh, I'm sorry, wait a minute. What did you say?
His military training beat me, so I was still pleading self-defense.
Yeah.
Your Honor, if he's shown, and it's an emotional day for him, he had an active warrant, he wasn't expecting, he was a little afraid of going into custody.
Mhm.
So we appreciate the court allowing him to do the mental health evaluation out of custody. But if he's on probation, if he's shown compliance with probation, would the court be okay with me approaching at appropriate time to reconsider the chance of changing the no contact to no harm from injuries contact?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Munoz, you're such a great attorney. You always bring it down and you're very pleasant. I really do appreciate that.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
And very knowledgeable as well.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 69. I'm sorry?
Was he gonna remain in custody?
No, I'm sorry. We'll recall the warrant.
Thank you.
Could I have the file?
I wrote it on the back.
Thank you. Thanks for showing. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 6916, State of Texas versus Joe Perez.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. I'm so sorry. Come forward. Who are you here for?
Joe Rodriguez.
We just got a plea offer today on that one, Judge. and so-
Wait, could you have them pull the file? Because I don't have the file. I'm so sorry.
That's
Let me
okay.
just take his reset very
No,
quickly.
that's okay, Judge. Janae Ramon, it's 2024 CR 1271. I don't want to interrupt your flow, Judge. I just enjoyed,
It's like, I've seen you in the audience. All right, where's Renee Ramon? Come down, please. So an offer has been tendered.
The offer is changed today, Judge, and I'm confirming with my client on it. I'd like to get a plea deadline.
All right, how old are you, sir?
37 months.
All right, so you're 37. So you're going to come back on May 28th and you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the plea. Are you going to be here?
If you could do the week after, my kid's graduating and that Monday, and so.
Your children really want you at their graduation.
That's my last.
That's your last one. You got to do it.
So if you can get me into June, I'd be very appreciative.
All right, so we'll come back June 4th.
Okay.
Is that enough time?
That should be okay.
Watch, he's going to come back and say, I made a mistake. Their graduation is on June 4th.
They're doing it on Memorial Day, which is crazy, but.
Oh my gosh, what?
I know. And so she's actually graduating before school ends. And so there'll be this kind of weird week where she's already graduated, but they still technically enrolled.
Okay.
And then she'll be heading to Pennsylvania for college.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I'll be available at the end of July, but next time I have to help her move up. So that's what
See,
that's
Jason, his daughter is going off to college.
Last one. Last one. The other two, I got one in graduate school, and the other one's in college in Chicago.
You know what? After your children are gone, I'm gonna start playing that song Butterfly Kisses to see if y'all cry. Or should I do, Deputy Laura, should I do Cats in the Cradle?
There you go.
All right. All right, we'll see you back on June 4th. Thank you. Why is he holding his shoes? Don't throw those shoes. The tennis shoes on. Okay. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 6916. State of Texas versus Joe Perez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Jason Garrett.
for the defense?
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Pettis.
Are you Mr. Perez?
Yes.
All right. And Deputy Laura, I think there's a ranger or somebody outside. Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Perez, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, sir.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Perez, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with
Now the tone shifts sharply. We move from misdemeanor probation logic into felony territory controlled substances, second-degree felony exposure, and prison sentencing ranges that jump from conditions 2 years. This is where courtroom gravity becomes unmistakable.
offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
That is correct.
Mr. Pettis, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There are no applications. The state will take into consideration NIMAG number 763258, 763260. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with all this attachment.
No objection.
Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I would just respectfully request that the court follow the plea bargain agreement.
All right, sir, who is Jesse Alamanza Junior to you?
Just a friend.
Okay. And who is Janelle Lee Lopez?
Ex-girlfriend.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 7 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Jesse Almanza Jr., Janelle, Janel Lee Lopez. State will take in consideration NIMAG number 763-258, 763-260. And our request the therapeutic community. Therapeutic community doesn't increase your time at the prison, but if you have a drug or alcohol problem and they accept you, then they may be able to help you with that. You understand? But you're going to have to ask for it because I have no jurisdiction to force them to place you in the program. All right. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. How many children do you have?
I have 2 little girls.
All right. So here's the thing. All of us are in a place in our life where we're trying to constantly improve, hopefully.
This is the rare emotional exit moment in an otherwise procedural environment. The judge shifts from sentencing authority to life advice, framing prison not just as punishment, but as a turning point. Whether it lands or not, this is the court trying to inject long-term perspective into short-term consequences.
So where you are now, and you're going to prison, and I realize prison is tough, and every day that you're locked up is tough because you're not free. But at your age, you still have a chance where you can change your ways. You still have a chance where you can be in your children's life, but only if you change your ways. Because I don't think you want any of your children to stand before a judge in felony court and go to prison, right? I know you want what's best for them. So when you go to prison, work on yourself. I know it's easy to get institutionalized and get caught up with the gang issues and all of that. But when you come out into the free world, you got to 100% change your ways. And each time you end up wanting to hang around these people who are in this police report, ask yourself, you know what? Do I want to hang around these people or do I want to be with my children? Do I want to see my children? And you know, the only way you can be and see your children is if you're going to be a good influence in their life. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you may be excused. All right. So we are done. Yes.